The Rotaract Club of New Amsterdam commemorated World Rotaract Week with an evening of fellowship. More from Jalissa Hines.
Yesterday, March 13th, World Rotaract Day, the Rotaract Club of New Amsterdam launched its week of activities in observance of World Rotaract Week with an evening of fellowship at the Church View Conference Room. President of the New Amsterdam Rotaract Club, Rotaractor Garfield Polydor, presented a brief history of Rotaract.
Rotaractors originally began a Rotary International Youth Program in 1968 at the Charlotte North Rotary Club in Charlotte, North Carolina, USA, and has grown into a major Rotary-sponsored organization. Over 10,904 clubs worldwide and 250,792 members. It is a service, leadership, and community service organization for young men and women between the ages of 18 and above. Rotaract stands for Rotary in Action.
President Polydor went on to disclose the purposes of Rotaract.
Provide an opportunity for young men and women to enhance their knowledge and their skills that will assist them in personal development, to address physical and social needs of their communities, and to promote a better relation between all people worldwide through a framework of building friendship and services.
He then revealed the week of activities the club plans to execute in observance of World Rotaract Week.
Day 2, we begin by the launching of Numeracy and Literacy Day. The idea behind this is that each Rotaractor will teach a child to read or read to a child. For mathematics or numeracy, you work with a child on a maths content, and when you finish, you post a video with hashtag Rotaract Club of New Amsterdam.
President Polydor went on to add,
Day 3 and Day 4, dine with a Rotaractor or Rotaractors. The idea behind this is for us to build relationship and bond. And after a long time being in the pandemic, we're so glad that we can all be out back. It is not normalcy as yet, but we can fellowship and dine together. So you will choose who you would like to go with, be it another Rotaractor, a prospective member, or you want to go as a group and have a dine. You take photos, hashtag taste our media page.
He further stated,
On Day 5, Rotaract Who, this is planned by professional development. It is a competition between all the arms within our club. Each arm in Rotaract is required to write a short essay, 100 to 120 words. What does Rotaract means to you? It will be assessed by some professional examiners, and the grades or score will be posted. The winner will be posted to our media page with a post.
President Polydor then highlighted how World Rotaract Week will conclude.
My Rota story, and this is executed by international service. And on Day 7, we will conclude by a fellowship, an inter-fellowship with the different clubs in Guyana: Rotaract Georgetown Central, Rotaract Stabroek, and Rotaract Curveton. We will be having a day of sports and fellowship.
A representative from each arm of the club then executed impromptu speeches on the Rotaract experience during the pandemic.
I was able to socialize, build relationships, and interact with others who are focused on a common goal to build and better the community. And yeah, So that's my experience, and I thank the Rotaract Club of New Amsterdam for helping me to have such a wonderful time during this venture.
Being a director of club service committee, we're the one that brings the fun to the club, and having to be forced to just do these things online and create games and to not be socially involved with each other was quite a challenge at the start, but definitely we overcame that, and all thanks must be given to all the arms of Rotaract, because everybody pitched in and everybody encouraged you. That's the one thing I feel like we can do for each other, to lend a helping hand and to always give a little word of encouragement. It goes a far way.
Representatives from the community service and finance arms respectively also delivered speeches.
Through Rotaract, I was able to actually come back into the humanitarian world, back into volunteering, and I can tell you, service above self, there's nothing else you can measure that. When you lose yourself in giving to others, there is nothing better than that feeling. So to Rotaract, for me personally, it's a helping hand. Being among you all through fellowship, it gives me a sense of belonging. So I would like to thank the Rotaract Club for giving me that opportunity to be able to come back out into the world after the pandemic.
Even though the pandemic, as everyone would mention, I've had some very fun moments in Rotaract, and also being a part of being fellowshipping with you guys. It's really, even though sometimes it's on Zoom, it was really memorable, and I took all those moments and placed it into a good part of my heart.
Present at the fellowship was Rotarian Tage Paul Ajodia, who also delivered a speech on his Rotary experience during the pandemic.
It is a challenge. It was a challenge. It shows that Rotary is always versatile and adaptable. We have to adapt, and we have to adapt quickly. We start hearing about Zoom and Google Meet. A lot of us in Rotary who are not that tech savvy, we have to adjust quickly. And I mean, we tried it out. We had quite a few Zoom meetings. Quite frankly, I don't like it. I prefer the engagement aspect. We're at the end of the pandemic, and we built a platform to even go to greater extent. So I want to thank President Charles, who has been at the helm of Rotaract for the last year now. And being a president in a pandemic is not easy. The fact that you've kept the club together, you've kept Rotaract active, is kudos to you and your leadership and the leadership team, the directors of Rotaract. I say congrats and keep up the hard work and keep the flag flying.
The attendees were entertained with a special item.
I didn't join Rotaract because of the fame of being public. I became a Rotaractor to become a more impactful, noble, selfless asset to community. I became a Rotaractor to aid in life-changing and groundbreaking projects that would benefit the needy. I became a Rotaractor to enjoy the common goal of helping. Being a Rotaractor motivates me to always think outside the box, to be a leader, to lend a hand when all hands are tied. If ever I were to join Rotaract again, the only thing I'll do different is to join Rotaract earlier.
Reporting for Channel 8 News, I am Jalissa Hines.